Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is an Audi R8, this is another Audi R8, this is Ben Daly.
Hi.
You haven't seen this on the channel so far. Basically, I bought this back in February and it's been an experience since then. I have problems with the front differential, there's something going on with the suspension, I've got a panel gap that's something that Elon Musk would be proud of on one of his Teslas. So what we're here to do today at REPerformance basically is to get our R8s looked at. We're going to have a health check, we're going to get them on the dyno, and we're going to find out whose is more expensive to take back to top spec.
I've owned mine for 4 years and it needs a bit of TLC, so I'm expecting a bit of a big bill. So this should be interesting, a lot of talking points. Let's get into it.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Straighten up a bit. Straighten up a bit, straighten up a bit.
I am literally pooing myself.
Straighten up, keep going straight, keep going straight. Keep going, keep going. Now round. This is like that scene from Austin Powers.
Yeah, literally.
You're not straight. That's, no, go straight. Because if you go that way, you're getting closer. You got bit of right hand lock. How do you?
Yes!
Fuck a duck. What time do you close? All right, so Ben's car is in the workshop first of all. This is Ricky. Ricky runs REPerformance. Ricky, you guys know Audi R8 inside out, back to front, upside down. So what are you going to be doing on Ben's car first of all?
Trying to figure out where the oil leak is coming from is the first thing. So we'll do a full inspection. So we'll check it over top to bottom, front to back, pull the covers off, check fault memories, look at all the little bits and pieces we know are a problem, and basically give you a list, or hopefully no list.
There's going to be a list.
Diagnostics, I think an engine light is on.
Yeah,
so we figure that out, and then we'll throw it on the dyno and see how many ponies have left the stable.
Ben's is an 07, mine's an 09.
Yeah.
Any differences
Nope.
between the two?
Nope.
It's the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as long as you blow over 400 horsepower, we'll be happy.
Happy days. So we should set a forfeit for like
Yeah.
whose is lower. Or something.
Pounds under.
Yeah.
Yeah. A pound for every horsepower under or something. So yeah, as long as they blow over 400 horsepower, you should be happy with that.
This day's going to get expensive. Right, let's see what's
So-
going on with it. So the oil cooler's not cooling the oil.
Air cooling it at the moment.
Well,
Oh man. Oh dear.
yeah, that shouldn't be like that. You must have a room here for people to go and lie down.
Yeah, the recovery room, yeah.
Exactly.
How's your brakes?
I think they're about 40% wear left.
What about the feel? You feel alright?
Feel okay, yeah.
They don't look like they're doing much.
Where am I looking?
So the actual disc
Oh,
here.
the disc, okay.
So if you compare that to the outside, where they're nice and shiny,
Oh jeez, okay.
the braking efficiency, I'd say, is probably not great at the moment.
Yeah, it's going well. We haven't got to the engine yet.
What's the assessment of the car?
It's not too bad, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not too bad. In terms of like leaks and that sort of thing, common, just worst ones is oil cooler, dampers and brakes.
Right.
But apart from that, it's pretty good to be honest, just little bits and bobs.
Well, Ben's car looks all right, so we're going to go off to get mine on the dyno and see how many horsepower it's putting out. What's the stock from this? 420? Something like that?
Yeah, 420.
What do you reckon?
Okay, ooh, 399.
I'm going to go, because I don't feel that quick. If I reckon 384.
Wow, you're not very confident in your car, dude.
You haven't driven it.
Okay, fair.
Right, let's go and see. Oh.
Huge.
Yeah, beauty. Sorry, we're interrupted. Inconsistencies were found.
Thoughts?
We haven't even done the dyno yet.
Hey, at least you got a green thumbs up in the corner.
Yeah, blinder. Followed by a plethora of red on the rest of the board. Slightly apprehensive, I'm not going to lie to you, because I don't know how bad it's going to be. What if it's like 330? or something. What if it's like 100 horsepower?
You'll
then?
know if it's 330.
Yeah, I mean,
it's got to be at least 350, at least.
I can't believe we're even talking about 350. Like that's could be an appalling figure. Right? Are we? Okay.
He'll be all right.
Look, okay. End power measurement. It looks like he's done. Should we go in and have a look? Let's have a look.
401.
No.
Oh!
You're joking. 401. I said 384. I didn't have any faith. Ben said 399.
You have got some problems, but your gear linkage is shocking. Wow, you can tell they've gone because someone's trying to wrap them in heat wrap. Look, linkage is shocking.
Yeah.
That's like almost undrivable.
Yeah. I noticed that is that the third gear crunch that you're talking about?
No, just can't get it in that the back and forwards on the gears.
Right.
You've almost got to pull it back into fourth to clear out third, then wiggle it and then go fifth.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, it's not in a good place. So blowing out your headers, but if it's the right one, you can do it with the engine in place. If it's the left one, it's engine out.
Okay.
And they're £2.5 each.
Oh, jolly good.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. What about the linkage? That's a gearbox out.
No, linkage is just on the top there.
Okay.
So we just need to have a look. I think your push-pull linkage is gone.
Okay.
So it's not horrific, but
Well, that's something.
yeah. So it's making power.
Well, that's good.
But
There's got to be some positives to it. The assessment of yours was not too bad. The assessment of mine, I think, is going to be something a bit fruitier than that.
I think yours are going to have more expensive things wrong.
Yeah.
Mitch said he's done glanced the wheel,
Okay.
but I don't know any more than that. So let's jump in a van and we'll go and have a look.
Okay. Do you want to go with?
Tell the viewers what's happened. So, as it would happen, guys are currently doing a road test, and someone else has hit my car while on this test, and we're on our way to go assess the damage. Sounds like it's not too bad. It might be something to do with the wheels, but yeah, we'll go find out. Hopefully it's okay. You got any damage to your car?
Needs to be minor.
Oh, okay.
Apart from that little bit there, I think majority of it is his car. Just need a real refurb.
Yeah.
And then we'll see whether this comes out.
No, it's all good. It appears to be just mainly rim on my car. There's light scuffing on the left rear quarter panel, but the guy who hit me, turns out he's got the more raw end of the deal.
I'm glad you were here.
Yeah,
Because to ring you up and say, oh, we've been on road test and someone's hit your car, in your head, it's that, or it's upside down in a ditch on fire with pixies running around it.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that would have
which
been
one
good
is
for YouTube, to be fair.
No.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is the most convenient crash I've ever had.
Might be good for your YouTube.
Yeah.
REPerformance smashed up my car.
As you can probably tell, mate, I'll do anything as to what it takes to try and get ahead of you in this. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that guy
It's just-
played the role perfectly.
Yeah, it's just a balancing act.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad it's not worse though. Ben's car has been looked over and not dynoed, but it has been crashed. So it's now time for his dyno. It's also time for my health inspection after the dyno. 401 horsepower it's putting out. We know there are a few issues with it already. Gear linkage, exhaust is blowing. I know that there's a leak from the... Bloody hell, fire! The washer's a bit off. That got me. Yeah, time for the health assessment of my vehicle to find out how much is wrong with it. I think it's going to be quite an exhaustive list. The health check has been done. This is Mitch. Say hello, Mitch.
Hello, we'll start at the back.
Break it to me gently. Is it bad or is it good or is it in between?
It's in between. It's in between. A lot of age-related issues, a lot of issues that can easily be rectified. It's just little things that people have done working on the car previously. So if we start in literally right at the back, you can see from the bumper fitment, as you say, where it's popped out at the top there on those trims. You can see that should be flush with the light. That's obviously where it's been off. I'm guessing someone's tried to get at the exhaust and that sort of thing. Fog light, as you can see, is not clipped in or anything like that, and the actual bolt holes on the back are all broken.
Right.
Getting to that is normally a pain
Yeah.
because of the air guides that are here, which you don't have.
Yeah, I did
So these are
notice-
missing?
Yeah, I noticed that that's a discrepancy.
Yeah, so you've got a couple of holes here, which
Yeah.
normally aid in cooling just up the back of the bumper and for the exhaust. And the oil leak from the gearbox itself,
Yep.
which is actually the output shaft seal here.
Right. And that's a gearbox out job, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
So for the gearbox, the shaft is the one that runs to the front of the car.
Uh-huh.
Moving further forward, you've got a slight oil leak here from the engine sump. So you can see there's actually some silicon all around here where I'm guessing someone's tried to stop it leaking.
So it's been bodged, basically.
Yeah, but it's not going to work. It's not going to do anything. It needs removing, cleaning, rebonding.
Right,
putting it all back together.
So you could save that if you wanted to. You wouldn't have to replace it.
Yeah, you've literally just got to undo all these bolts.
Yeah.
You've got to drop the pan, and then it's just literally bonded on. Telltale sign on the back of the engine here. You can see some oil dribbling down there.
Yeah.
So that's the cam covers. So it's actually on both sides on this.
Right.
So cam cover there. It runs down along the cover, and then that's where it starts to run from. So not only that side, you can also see it this side as well. Front of the car, you've got that there is an aircon pipe.
Yep.
So you can see where it's swaged on from the rubber to the metal. The actual swage part there is quite corroded.
Yes.
You can see it's starting to split. There is play in both the front steering arms.
Okay.
So you've got a little bit of play left to right.
Right, okay. So that might explain some of the vagueness of the steering.
A little bit, yeah. You'll get a little bit. I would have thought high speed, you can slightly shimmy the steering without actually doing much. That's the exhaust flexi.
Which has been wrapped in this heat stuff to try and bodge it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
It looks like it's been
you've got
mummified.
the cat next to it. And then that's the manifold there.
Right, okay.
So that's the big hit.
Yeah.
Because if you do want to replace that, apart from, as I say, cutting it and welding it
Yeah.
with like an aftermarket flexi pipe, to replace the manifolds with the cats is an engine out job.
Right, okay. And that's obviously big labour.
Yeah.
So what does that involve? Obviously subframe.
No, so it's basically bumper off,
Right.
rear frame of the car off.
Okay.
And then you can take engine and gearbox out as one, or just gearbox out.
Dyno for you as well, boy. What are you reckoning?
I would be happy with 405,
I reckon it'd be close between the two.
400 on the dot.
Yeah, I'm going to. That's a good one actually. 400 on the dot. Let's see what happens.
Moment of truth.
Are you nervous?
Is my car faster? No, I'm pretty confident, I think. I'm pretty confident.
Whoa.
What? 344. What?
When the engine light comes on, that's what happens. So you have got a problem you've got to address.
Yeah.
Keep coming on for knock sensors, which are under the inlet manifold, and camshaft position sensor.
Right.
344.
You said if it was under 400, you'd be rioting. Mate, that's significantly under 400.
Now it makes sense as to why sometimes I think my Merc feels faster. Was it 387 the highest run?
Yeah.
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 Come on, old girl. Let's get you some TLC, we'll sort you out.
Cost-wise, what do you think you'd be looking at? Parts, labour?
Camshaft sensors are like 60 quid each plus the VAT, and it takes like 2 hours to change them all. Knock sensors are a little bit dearer, and we got to have the inlet manifold off, so that's a bigger job. I think the majority of your issues are cam sensors. We need to look at when the last time you had the big service items were, fuel filter, spark plugs, air filters, because they make a big difference on these. Probably just needs, engine-wise, just a good going over.
Right, so the cars have been out for their road test. They've had their health assessment done. They've had a dyno run each. This is Ricky from REPerformance. Ricky, first of all, start off with Ben's car. What's the damage?
Well, let's just start working through his list here.
It's
A big list.
It's more than one page.
Oh no.
Right, okay, well the joke's on him because that was his clipboard.
No!
So, I'll go through everything and then I'll kind of run back through it and let you know what I think, right? So this is everything we found. So you've got excessive plane of gear linkage, your forward and back movement, your offside front washer jet, squirts out the front, you've got an arch line of steel missing, you've got play in the near side rear wheel, which is a rear toe arm, you've got a puncture in your near side rear tyre, both front tyres are done, they're cracked between treads because they're old. All dampers are leaking, your handbrake pads are degrading, discs all round on the inner edge are pretty spent, they're corroded, front brake lines are corroded, oil coolers leaking, auxiliary belts cracked, near side cam covers leaking, you've got some wheel bolt caps missing, you've got an error stored for S contact switch, which is when you pull a key out, it shuts everything down, so that's intermittent. You've got a cam sensor fault, which we'll go into in a minute. You've got a knock sensor fault, which we'll go into in a minute, and your service light is set wrong. Other than that, mate, it's mint.
Sick.
Plain and near side rear wheel, that's probably that and your suspension is what's gonna hurt you.
Okay.
So mag ride dampers are 1,400 quid each, annual mag ride, or we can convert them to passives, which are about 400 quid each, right? So there's your choice.
Yeah.
We do about a conversion a week. So we convert a car a week off mag ride onto passives, right? So you're probably going to be there. The big hitter for you was on the Dyno, as you saw.
Yeah, the engine.
Yeah.
Giving up mixed results.
I think all your horses are on Yellowstone Ranch. So for me, that's a cam timing problem. As in not a mechanical cam timing problem, but because you've got a cam sensor fault, the car's just protecting itself and pulling all the power out. So I would probably say your power issue, and then your suspension issue.
If you were to put a figure on his car.
What, to get rid of that list?
Yeah, what would you estimate?
7 to 8.
Okay. Okay, already mine's going to be much more expensive, so let's go through it, go on.
Right, so yours, the guy who put your back bumper on was blind, and it's got bolts missing. You've got both arch liner seals missing, not one, both. Obviously then we know about the little areas of corrosion for paint. Wiper caps missing, so your wiper arms, there's 2 caps there. Both front steering arms have play. Your car handles like crap.
Yes.
And your dampers are pretty spent.
Yes.
So you're worse. Yours look worse, but yours feel worse.
Yeah.
Your gearbox PTU shaft is leaking, so that's the power transfer shaft. So where it comes out of the gearbox and drives the shaft in the bottom of the engine to drive front wheel drives, the seal's gone in the gearbox. Problem with that is I got to take the gearbox out.
Yeah.
And I got to strip the gearbox to do that shaft.
Big labour job.
Yes, very big.
But not the biggest.
No, not the biggest. Both exhaust flexi pipes are blowing, and whoever sold the car knew because they bought exhaust wrap and wrapped the flexis up.
And I didn't know what I was looking at because I didn't watch your video thoroughly enough.
So your right-hand side one is easy because you can take the alternator out and drop it out the front of the engine, but your left-hand one, that's engine out.
Right.
40 hours work.
40 hours?
40 hours work,
God.
and they're about £3,000 each.
No!
Including the VAT.
Right.
You're 50 horsepower down, but you're £8,000 worse off.
Yeah.
Which one do you want? All right, so I can shut my workshop for a month just to fix these 2 cars.
So you're going to be holidaying in the Maldives.
Yeah. Right.
So
let's go back to the beginning. They're not horrific.
Okay.
All right, they're not horrific.
Yeah.
The worst problem on any of these cars is the exhaust for you. That's the worst. You've got a sensor fault, that'll bring your power back. You've both got suspension faults. That is perfectly common on 10, 11-year-old, 12-year-old, 13-year-old R8s. The problem you've got is the people who've looked after them for you haven't lived by the rule, a grand a niggle. If you work on the fact that taking the engine in and out is 40 hours by the time you've done it, and then your exhaust is another 5 to 6, I can be 12 to 15. With suspension.
Oh my God.
So this is where now you have to be a little bit smart on what you address, how you address it, and when.
Yeah, that's the thing, because you could go down a rabbit hole and never stop. You know, you take the gearbox out.
No. Yeah.
Whatever,
That's it.
So it's where do you draw the line? Don't you? You know, at this
Take me 10 hours to strip the gearbox just to change that seal.
Yeah.
And it's all pound notes.
Yeah.
It's all money.
What a day it's been. Thank you so much to Mitch, to Ricky, and everybody here at REPerformance for all of their hard work today. Yes, you can buy an Audi R8, but take it here first to get it looked over so you don't end up in the same strife that we do. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope that you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you have. Take care, and see you again next time.
Most importantly, I won.
Yeah.